morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Rachel Winecross, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut the music real quick. I'm beat. I am so fucking exhausted. I had to take a nap a little while ago, just like 20 minutes. Knox is losing his mind. Are you losing your mind, dude? Here, come on. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Knox, you want to say hi to everybody? He's losing his shit over here. Go do something. Go lay down. Bed. Anyways, college game day tomorrow. What is going on, everybody? Got the mischievous Husky with us at work today. Ooh. I hope we don't go to World War III. Yeah, me neither. The world's a scary place right now. The world's a scary place. You're old enough to remember the Desert Storm trading cards. At least growing up, they had holograph faces on them looking back. From the great state of Maine. Hey, I heard you guys. I wish you the best in that manhunt, man. That's scary shit. Yeah, I agree, man. Matching user, it's been a very long 72 hours for you guys. Supernova, you woke up from surgery like 2 hours ago? What kind of surgery? Yeah, guys, this week has just completely burned me out. That's why there's been no long-form content. There's been nothing. Starting off the stream right, Furry Femboy, thank you so much. I'm going to drop a couple of points. I haven't even fixed my alerts. The alert's going to pop up, and it's going to look jacked up. I haven't even fixed it. Guys, I haven't really turned on my computer all week. I did. I played a little bit with my family because my brother, my sister's about to head out again. She's in the Navy, but yeah. What happened to the Chinese sub video? It's still up. Should still be up. Your day is better now that I'm streaming. Appreciate it. Where is that alert for Furry Femboy? That alert should come up. There it is. There we go. Man, it hurt my balls itch. Is that my brother? Right. He says that shit all the time. Just wanted to say I really enjoy your sister and your video was hilarious. Thank you so much, Zach Sherman. I appreciate it, my dude. From Bosnia. Bro, I couldn't even find Bosnia on a map. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. When I first came in, my NCO had done Bosnia before he met me. But, yeah. Cute dogs? Yeah. My balls part 2. That's fair. I had to have
I just wanted to say I really enjoyed your sister and you video. It was so hilarious.
Hey man, Eastern Europe here, Bulgaria. We are rearming, and most of Eastern Europe is preparing. I wouldn't doubt it. Guys, obviously you know I'm still active duty. I know people who are all over the world. Just gonna say the world's a scary place right now. The world's a very, very scary place. I'll make jokes as long as I can. That's just the person that I am. I will try and keep the laughs going. I'll try and keep everybody happy. But yeah, starting on the night off right. Eagle Watcher coming in with 2 more. Hey, appreciate it, man. I really do. Alarm goes the 1 MC bell in a submarine. That or the alarm when the gun is shooting the CRAM. Also, for you Navy peeps, I learned an interesting piece of history. Do you want to know? Too bad. I'm going to tell you anyways. So, every time we bring up CRAM, you Navy guys go, you got that from us. We made CWIS. We'll let this one play here real quick. Christopher Wolf, 14 Mike back in the day. Good to see ADA still alive. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, my dude. ADA is busy nowadays. The whole Canada and war crimes will be a later date.
East TU here. Bulgaria, we are EMing and most of East TU is preparing for WR.
I agree. So, my Navy, will tonight be the night you explain the whole Canada war crimes, or will it be a later date? I thought I've explained it a couple of times. Like, most of what you see on the Geneva Convention, actually, I wouldn't say most, probably about 30%, is Canada and World War I and World War II. Canadians threw grenades at people who they had previously thrown food to, so you're not allowed to bait in combatants. Yep. Sorry. How was the Unsub podcast?
Will tonight be the night you explain the whole Canada and war crimes, or will it be a later date?
How was the Unsub? It was wonderful. Honestly, those guys are great. I did get another invite back there with a couple friends of mine.
14M back in the day. Good to see Ada is still alive and well.
Heck yeah. Is it free to be? It is absolutely free to be here, Femboy, I promise. There's so many coming in. I'm trying to Chris Bonato? What would Apache sound like? You're great, thanks. I had Angry Cops help me out with an Apache, and he did like a what was it? Macho Man Randy Savage. That's what he did. So, anyways, getting back to there's so many coming in. Back to my the CWiz thing, right? So Navy guys love going. Well, CWiz is us. We gave you CRAM. That's us. Yeah, you're welcome, Army. Well, fucking flip the script back on you. The gun that is on the CWiz is from the VADS, the Vulcan Air Defense System, which is an Army system. You're welcome. Checkmate, bitch.
Free to be here.
I love you guys. Angry Chops. Love the vids, man. What's going on? I am exhausted. I feel like I've been hit by all the buses. William Cleland? I think I said that right. Treat me like a Muppet and go all the way to the elbow. Thanks for the giggles. Like a schoolgirl. Here's to using this for drinking money. I appreciate you, William. Thank you so much, man. Ultimately, I want you guys to know my stuff is free. It will always be free.
What would an Apache chopper sound like? You're great, thanks.
Mandy B, new subscriber. What is going on? I had to turn off my subscriber alert when I first. So I used to be on Twitch, and I was on Twitch for a long time. I still have an account over there. I just never use it. And I came over to YouTube. I was like, oh, I want an alert every time I get a new like follower or subscriber or whatever, right? And then my shit started blowing up, and I was like, I got to get rid of this because I remember I had one stream, and it was just the alert would go off like 10 at a time, and there's nothing I could do. I was like, yeah, I can't do this shit. Give it to the USMC and they'll attach it to a dune buggy. Bet. Spent 30 years active duty U.S. Air Force. While current times seem like the sky is falling, it seems like the skies were falling every day of my 30 years of service. Yeah, it's. Trust me, I'm gonna just leave it at that. The world is a scary place.
Treat me like a Muppet
that's
and go all the way to the elbow. Lol, thanks for the giggles.
Would
like
love
a schoolgirl, here's to using this for drinking money.
Hell yeah. Captain Poofer's coming in with another 5. Would love to see a skit where it's just after World War II and Russia says it'll be BFFs with America for forever, then fast forward to modern day. I do like doing the history ones. I really do. And I'm going to hit up my friend. You guys might know him as the Fat Electrician. I need to work a collab with him. He's willing. He's told me yes. I just haven't had time to get him a script. So that way we can make the collab happen. Usually collabs are like herding cats. Like, I love Angry Cops. Love you, bud. Great dude. But I was texting him so much about this that I thought I was bothering him. But yeah, the Fat Electrician, he's on board. We have lots of guys in Ukraine. Poland, Romania, Bulgaria is buying 200 MRAPs and 22 F-16 Block 70. USA don't want to sell us the 35 or 22. They don't want to sell anybody the 22. I promise you that's not perfect. Is the F-16 Deadpool? Yes, Ryan. That's what I'm going for. I'm not the greatest. I am not an actor. Trust me, if I had more time to really feel out these characters, I could probably do a lot better. But yeah. Are we going to see the AC-130 anytime soon? Colton. That is the question.
We have lots of guys in UA, Poland, Romania. Bulgaria is buying 200 MRAPs and 22 F-16 Block 70. USA don't want to sell us F-35 or 22.
I thought Poland has F-35s. You got like 20... 32?
Would love to see a skit where it's just after World War II and Russia says it'll be BFFs with America forever, then fast forward to modern day.
I'm trying to stay on top of it, guys. I promise you. I'm waiting on Colton's right here.
Thanks
so I can
for
answer.
Explaining that Canada war crimes thing. Thank you for making me fear that harbinger of death known as America's hat.
Much appreciated. I didn't even see those ones. I'm sorry I missed it. Osmodos.
Wanna share a Werther's original?
Hell yeah, baby. Let's get ourselves a Werther's original.
You'll get a button.
Are we going to see the AC-130 anytime soon?
Yes, that is the $1 million question. I want to introduce the AC-130. Absolutely. I have uses for the AC-130, but for some reason, my brain goes with the F-15. I gotta make that character. Now, I have an idea for a character for the C-130, and I think everybody who runs a C-130 or an AC-130 will be on board with it. Just haven't done it yet. I do want to introduce the AC-130. AC-130 is a really good ground support aircraft if you have air superiority or air supremacy. It's a great ground support aircraft. If you're fighting in denied environment, it's a very large, slow-moving target. I give credit where credit's due. Somebody put a GAU 8 on the back of a car and it did 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. I believe it. I mean, that's 75 rounds a second of 30 millimeter shells. And I know for a fact, and this for anyone who says that's not believable, when we took the Quad 50, the M2 Quad 50, and put it on the back of a
Speaking of crazy guns, Randall Monroe from XKCD did the math, and if you put a GAU 8 on a car and fired it backwards, it'd do 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds.
Absolutely believable. Honestly. So when we took the M2 Quad 50, which is the American 50 cal, which fires around 6,000 rounds a minute. Is that my math right there? No. Yes. I don't fucking know. 2,400 rounds a minute. I don't know. It's 450 cals. And they put it on the back of a deuce and a half. If you let out the brakes and left it in neutral, you could do 15 miles an hour by shooting that Quad 50 off the back of that thing. So, hear me out. Do AC-130's Andre the Giant. I would have to work on my Andre the Giant impression. I really would. I have a different person in mind, but...
April Fool's idea. U.S. Civil War.
Poland managed to buy F-35, but no F-22 as always. They wanted to send good money. On the Balkans, F-16 Block 70 at the moment. Yep. Keeping up with Star Citizen and CitizenCon. Colton, I haven't. I haven't played any Star Citizen. The only thing I'm actually interested in playing, and I might do it while we're here on stream, is Halo Infinite has a Battle Royale mode now. Not a mode, it's a Forge thing that someone put together, and I'm actually kind of curious at how it plays. You didn't Apache yet, and that's a crime. That Apache voice was not me. It was my friend Angry Cops. You know, he had that. That's his. I wonder if Grandpa Buff can launch
Keeping up with
Powered
Star
JDAM
Citizen and CitizenCon?
So, hold on.
Poland managed to buy F-35 but no F-22 as always, and they wanted to send good money, smiley face. On the Balkans, F-16 Block 70 is the thing ATM.
JDAM's just had an upgrade, a guidance upgrade or something, and...
Hear me out, do the AC-130 as Andre the Giant.
They had upgrades to JDAMs, and apparently, I haven't confirmed this, they're talking about drop JDAMs with now a range of 700 miles, nautical miles, which is wild on a drop munition, because Russia's dropped, what is it, one of their bombs, I can't remember, the one that everyone said that wasn't a Kinzhal that got shot down. It's 50 miles. Peterson Space Force Base in Colorado is the Air Force.
Peterson SFB in Colorado is the Air Force's C-135 fighting HQ. All the fighting equipment is here for the C-130.
Ooh, I didn't know that. I'm from Colorado. I didn't even know that.
I wonder if Grandpa Buff can launch powered jams, and if so, how many countries could he flatten?
Emanator said Fab 500. You're right. Fab 500. Poppin' PJ said you should do a squad video game next.
And that's a crime.
Guys, I don't have time for the video games that I own. It's so hard. It's so fucking difficult right now. So, for those of you unaware, I'm also a full-time, soldier, right? I teach at an academy, and this is the first week of class. And don't get me wrong, I would never speak poorly of my students. I won't do it. They're all, non-commissioned officers. They all deserve to be there. They are in fact testing my gangster. I'll just leave it at that. They're testing my fucking gangster. So I've had a very busy week. I got lunch one day this week. That was nice. Yeah, yeah. Just wanted you on Unsub, or just watch you on Unsub, sorry. Saw that TPM in the Star Wars universe is your favorite. Yes. The Phantom Menace. Sorry, I had to break. My brain had to catch up with what TPM was. For one, I agree. Second, if you had a lightsaber, what color? Ooh. Purple. I would want a purple lightsaber. Just like fucking... Oh my god, I'm not going to read the chat. I know his name. Mace Windu. Jesus. I can't believe I just did that. Oh. Completely understandable. I can just imagine the chaos you could sow and content you could farm there. But of course, always take some time to be yourself, sir. We appreciate it. Honestly, you guys are amazing to me. You really are. You guys are very understanding of like my job, my profession. You guys are patient. Like last week, I had a little bit more time. It was before class started, so I was just cranking out content. My little sister was here. I was like, we can do some long form this. I was editing. I was on it. And this week, I just ain't on it.
Just watched you on Unsub. Saw that TPM in the Star Wars universe is your favorite. For one, I agree. Second, if you had a lightsaber, what color?
The Nice Penguin says, how many times will Iran cross our red line before we do something? I have to think about how to answer this stuff. They have started. Was it yesterday or maybe the day before? There was a couple. They said 2 F-16s. 2. Dropped 30 guided munitions on 2 different locations in Syria. That apparently Iranians were storing ammunition for Syrians or something. It's a whole big mess. But we struck back.
How many times will Iran cross our red line before we do something?
Bro, moderating your chat is something I genuinely look forward to every week. Supernova, thank you so much, man. You're awesome. I should get you some backup, but if you're rocking it, man, I'm here for it. Heard F-16s and F-15s, but maybe you know something I don't. I saw in the news F-16s. I'm gonna go with that. I saw F-16s. AC-130 should be Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator. Come on, get to the. Oh fuck! Oh shit! There was another big one. Yeah. Hope you're doing all right. Love your content. Is that euros? I'm not sure what that is, but thank you so much, Isaac. Honestly, thank you.
Thank you for what you do.
And who's? Did I miss a thank you? I'm sorry. Yes, Anne, you're very welcome. Thank you so much, Anne. Mr. Blue coming in with a. Is that? I don't know what that is, but yes, whatever that is. Thank you so much, Mr. Blue. Again, guys, I want you to know my stuff is free. Will always be free. I am 100% about that for you guys. So the support you do show me in things like this, whether it's a penny, fucking no matter how much it is, it doesn't matter. I'm grateful, and I'm just glad that I can make that many of you laugh. I'm not one of these like
somebody
you gotta
was dumb enough to anything the country. How about that play out? Would the moratorium on people with criminal records be lifted on military service? I have a little wager going about this question.
So Raymond, that's actually a great question. Let's go ahead and dive into that. Somebody just does that.
Hey, hope you doing all right. Love your content.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much, Isaac. Blood Knight said thank you for service. I did see that as well.
30 should be Arnold Schwarzenegger as Terminator.
He's not the tumor. I'm sorry, it's still funny. Someone dumb enough to drew anything in the country. How about that? Or how would that play out? So I will tell you. How do I word this? Yeah. I mean, they're gonna lift a lot of things. Certain felonies are gonna be like, misdemeanors are not even gonna be a thing anymore. Fucking no one's gonna give a shit about your ADHD identification. There's Uncle Sam will get his people. It's really kind of impressive the way it happens. When you need bodies for a war, we got to win. We got a 200-year history of whooping ass. So many birds. Exactly. Chat's popping off. It is Wolfram. Fucking what is up? Oh shit! It is Wolfram. Fucking bro. Mr. H. Hey, Mr. Line Crosser. Besides the very cool air defense stuff, what kind of other nerd shit do I like? Oh man. Can I? My wife is watching. She's like, can you adjust the super chat sounds? No, I can't. Not on the fly, anyways. I can put in different ones for varying. I need to fix it in general. I just haven't. It's too loud. People are having a hard time hearing you over all the noise. See, I get you guys. I'm getting scorned on my phone by Mrs. Linecrosser. She's watching. Yeah, they'll lift all that stuff anyways. Honest question, if World War III does break out, does the U.S. have enough manufacturing to keep up with all-out war? I fear China has the edge over there. It's hard to say. It really is.
Honest question. If World
I'll let it
War
play.
III does break out, does the US have enough manufacturing to keep up with an all-out war? I fear China has the edge there.
They'll be able to manufacture some things, and we'll be able to manufacture some things. But you got to understand, to defeat any military, you have to destroy logistics. It's just the way it is. If you look back to World War II, our guys on Bataan, they destroyed our logistics fleet. The fucking battleships that were able to escort logistics vessels to Bataan. That's why those guys at Bataan fired literally until they ran out of ammunition, and they had to surrender. They were out of food. They ran out of food in February, and they held out till May. So they were eating everything bigger than a cricket on the ground. Those guys, like, it's nuts.
Exclamation mark, just a quick hello. This week has been shit.
Bro, facts. Facts. What did I miss? Where am I left off at? Oh yeah, there we go. Thank you so much. Roto, what's up, my dude? The F-35 is, I feel you, bro. The F-35 is supposed to replace the F-16, but I have feelings F-16 will go away anytime soon. Probably not. The F-16 is a very cost-effective, heavily produced, it's one of the most heavily produced aircraft in the world. I don't think it'll go away anytime soon. I really don't. Super chat sounded so loud. Glad I am not adding to it. Well played. Caught you on the podcast. How can you not like The Last Starfighter? There's parts of The Last Starfighter, CMH, I liked, but there's parts that I just did not.
Love your content. I'm a writer and the bits with the F-22 inspired me to write a vehicle for the universe. I'm working on the FX-22 Raptor Hawk. Bless.
Hey, thank you so much, Kicks your Doya? Yes.
We need more gangster grandpa buff.
Everybody, honestly, so when I make a video... Oh, hold on.
The super chat sound is so loud, glad I am not adding to it.
Oh my god!
The F-35 is supposed to replace the F-16, but I have a feeling the F-16 won't go away anytime soon.
So every time I make a video, I rewatch it, like while it's in my drafts, and I'm, see how my delivery was. I'm very critical of myself. And when I made that very recent video about Grandpa Buff, I was like, there's a couple things that are going to stick out. I was like, number one, there's a very niche number of people who are going to get that Rule 34 joke from the F-16. That is going to be brought up without question. Number two, the Diet Space Shuttle. I was like, that is a solid zing that no one is expecting, but it fits the U-2 so perfectly because it flies at 90,000 feet and you literally wear a spacesuit when you're inside the U-2 Dragon Lady. I'm being scorned again. Also, the whole romance for Buff thing was not my idea. It was actually my wife. She was like, you should do some character development and get Buff a girlfriend. And I was like, which plane would he? And then I was like, the 225. That the 225, 255, whatever that, the big ass plane from Ukraine. I was like, Grandpa likes him thick. I guarantee he does. They're sentient, guys. They're in here and they're telling me what they want, okay?
Follow up with that question. The Chinese would be fighting a defensive war. That said, will that just mean they can hold out more than supplied allies?
Yes. So, hold on. I can break down China a little bit.
China imports 90% of their energy and food. If World War III pops off, the commies are gonna get hungry again.
Yes. The US would just simply focus on stopping their logistics infrastructure. The Chinese military is enormous. They have a lot of people. One of the largest standing armies in the world. I don't know if it's the largest because right now India is actually the most populous nation in the world, not China. Fun fact. Just changed last year. So sometimes they go back and forth like that. But anyways, the Chinese.
Ha ha noise. Ra buzz buzz.
Oh my god.
Ra 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 ra.
Where does that one at? I'm trying to just keep up with them. But anyways, all we'd have to do is stop the Chinese advance for 30 days and stop their resupply for 30 days, maybe 90 days at the end. And they would literally starve themselves. They would be eating each other. My friends and I, so I'm going down chronologically. Red Lord said, my friends and I really enjoy the videos you put up. Keep up the great work. Also, loud noises. Thank you so much, Red Lord. I appreciate it. Would you intercept me? I'm sorry. It's so weird when it's my face. Somebody said they're like, we need a behind the scenes of what your face looks like when you're doing these things. And I was like, y'all don't want that. It's no. Because you want it, fucking come here. I'll do it.
After hearing that Russia is equipping their soldiers with airsoft armor, I think the super chat sound will be enough to defeat them. Also, first stream. Pleasure to be here.
Thank
now
you
take
so
my money.
Thank you so much, the dude. Where's my horse?
F-16 Block 70 is almost 5th General. Almost, smiley face. This is why it is not going away. Well, I am overdoing it here, but here in BG, we discussed it for years and we stopped at Block 70 smile.
BG, like Boeing?
My friends and I really enjoy the videos you put out. Keep up the great work.
Thank you so much.
Also loud noir.
Tony, Heaven Lady. I'm trying so hard to keep up. There's so many today, guys.
If you already went to Afghanistan, could you be recalled? Asking for a friend, wink wink nudge nudge.
I'm still in, Tony.
Is it just me or is Turkey becoming NATO's Judas?
So, yes, Turkey's been like a frenemy for a long time. That's a really deep thing to be there. But Tony G, if you already went to Afghanistan, could you be recalled? Asking for a friend, wink wink nudge nudge. I'm still in, but so I don't know if you guys know this. When you join the army, hold on, let's let Roto get through.
Sad story time. We had a trip set up to camp in the AN-225 cargo hold in March. For obvious reason that didn't happen. Did get to touch the remains in August. I also 3D printed a large model of it.
Aw, Roto. I'm sorry, man. Maybe she'll live again someday.
Super chat go BR.
Thank you guys. So when you join the U.S. Army, your contract is 8 years. No matter what they tell you, your contract is 8 years. Okay. Now let me explain. Hold on.
It's not a war crime the first time. Love from OKC, brother.
From OKC? Y'all got good ramen up there. Thank you! Steven T4, appreciate it, man. Or 7T4, wow. I'm dyslexia. Let me, hold on. Do you or a loved one possibly have severe mental retardation? Okay, we'll leave it alone. Anyways, so no, when you join the United States military, you're in for, or at least the Army, you're in for 8 years. So let's say your contract is 3 years. That's 3 years active. And then you have 8 years total of your contract in the Army. And the other 5 is inactive. Hold on. Thank you so much, A-Wing. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm trying to get through everything. But yeah. And in those 8 years, you could absolutely be called up.
I can't believe
Bulgaria.
You don't like the last Starfighter. Next you will hate war games.
Oh, man. Hold on. I'm trying to stay on everything.
BG as in Bulgaria, we are a NATO member. We and Greece are afraid of Turkey BTW.
Yes. Okay, there we go. So yeah, Turkey's that weird, like, friend of NATO that buys shit from the bad guys. Like, if you ask to a Russian sympathizer, they'll tell you they bought the S-400 instead of THAAD because it's a better system. And said no, because we told them you can buy THAAD or you can wait for the S400 and S500. It's entirely up to you, right? You have that choice. You're, your own free nation. Cool. Do whatever you want to. And they said, we're going to go buy this. So then we said, cool, THAAD is gone, and our F-35 program, we're taking that back. You can't buy any F-35s from us. And now the Russian sympathizers are like, oh, they bought a better system. I'm sorry. There's nothing in this world that really compares to THAAD. But I don't, again, topography, range, distances, where the missile comes from, those things all play effects on air defense systems. So I don't know. But yeah, they've played both sides of the fence for quite some time now. So yeah. Ro Jim says, hey chat, did chat freeze? It just hasn't. THAAD is Chad. It is. Dude give HLC sometimes before throwing money at him. Yeah, I'm trying to stay on top of it, guys. Russian stuff isn't always cheaper. That's true. That's true. But compared to a THAAD system, an S400 is a lot cheaper. There's a lot of countries out there that bought 300s and 400s. But after talking to certain individuals from a certain country who have experience with the S400, I will always pick American systems. That thing's a pile of shit. It's like, I can't explain all the reasons it's a pile of shit, but it's a pile of shit compared to what like, yeah, $1 billion Patriot system. It's $1 billion. Yeah, that $1 billion, you get what you fucking pay for. Look, I know how much everything costs. The computer mice are too fucking expensive. I'll give you that. But the radar, that bitch makes every bit of sense. Every penny of that damn radar, because I know what it can do. Apparently, I don't know how to send. Oh, hold on, I just lost it. Want to pop off on some Titanfall Spartan? Nah, man, it's not going to be a very long stream tonight. I'm exhausted trying to keep up with it right now.
Apparently, I don't know how to send chats. Anyway, much love from Maine.
7T4.
Keep up the great content.
Hey, you're very welcome, 7T4. I appreciate it, man. I really do. All you guys being in here. I don't know how many we got in here. What's the current count? I can't see it. I'm looking through OBS. Jeff Gates, amazing point of view. Yep. Thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate it, my dude.
Wanna pop off on some Titanfall?
Turkey may be a pain, but at least they're keeping the rest F the Russian Navy out of the Black Sea, especially Potir. I'm not sure, Rampant Fury, I'm not too familiar with that exact instance. I want you guys to know, I don't know everything about everything, and I am very, very willing to admit when I don't understand something or I don't know enough about it. And then I go to reliable sources that don't rhyme with Scott Ritter.
Amazing point of view.
Oh, Zach Sherman says, what are your thoughts on Israel and... Hold on.
Turkey may be a pain, but at least they are keeping the rest of the Russian Navy out of the Black Sea, especially Pyotr Veliki.
What are your thoughts on Israel and Germany signing a deal to acquire either Arrow 3 or David Sling? I can't remember which one. Israel makes great air defense systems. Contrary to what certain very biased news sources will tell you, Israeli air defense systems are very, very good. It's because they're perpetually tested. Iron Dome, David Sling, Arrow, they're all pretty well tested. And I'm really surprised that Iron Beam, they're still saying it's not been used, but Iron Beam was supposedly fielded and utilized like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It was supposed to be the first ever fielded and utilized directed energy system. So I don't know what's going on and why they're denying it now. Nice to see Brother 19 Kilo making it big. John Wayne should be the voice of the M1 Abrams. I haven't thought of using John Wayne. I mean, I'm not a Kilo anymore. I do got my tanker boots over there, but I appreciate you, Only Barber. Much appreciated, my dude. And I get the world's worst imposter syndrome, guys.
What are your thoughts on Israel and Germany signing a deal to acquire either Arrow 3 or David's Sling? I can't remember which one.
I got no issue with it. That's the ball
Nice to see a Brother 19 Kilo making it big. John Wayne should be the voice of the M1 Abrams.
Goddardon said they got the Arrow 3. So is Iron Dome Israel's version of NORAD? Not NORAD. NORAD in the United States really tracks everything that goes in or out of American airspace. American airspace. We'll go with that. If y'all knew how much Uncle Sam knows, it would blow you. Uncle Sam doesn't even know how much he fucking knows. But the shit that Uncle Sam knows will blow your fucking mind. Can't get into it any further. But like, the shit Uncle Sam knows will blow your fucking mind. And it's not about any of you. For anyone like who's trying to get that to confirm, like the government's watching us all, you are not that important.
Super chat go
I'm sorry. Check the Balkans map. It may be a fun thing to make a historic video about. Also, Romania, I think it's RO, and Turkey together are keeping the Vatniks from the Black Sea. F Russia. You know, I can't disagree with you there at all. I really can't. Romania has been a huge ally to the United States. I don't know too much about the Balkans. I'm not too familiar with that whole area of the world, and forgive me. Iron Dome is an IAD system of systems. Yes. Yeah, it's a system of systems. I agree. Question, how good is an EOD suit? Depends on how big the explosive is you're dealing with. A blasting cap? Really good. 500 pounds of explosive? Nope. And that's the best way. It's like, also... Hey, if you're one of my mods, Nemo, Supernova, shoot me a DM on Discord. Just leave me that something.
Charlie Mike Missile
We need to hook
Monkey.
you guys up with some like swag or something like that. Just we'll get you some gear, some clothing and stuff. That's direct from Household 6.
Question, how good is an EOD suit?
That's like saying, you know, is 4 a lot? Hold on.
Check the Balkans map, it may be a fun thing to make a historic video also. We, Ro and Turkey together are keeping the Vatniks from the Black Sea. Efru.
Ro the hated, Charlie Mike Missile Monkey, I will take that turn.
With the part you play for us in the army, thank you sir. What are your thoughts about our newer little offspring, the Space Force capabilities so far looking forward?
Oh, Space Force, that's a good one. Actually, that's a really good question.
But does Uncle Sam know why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Okay, alright, that one got me. Alright.
Can you do a video on the NORAD Santa story?
The NORAD Santa story. I don't even know.
Can't wait to see you back on the Unsubscribe podcast.
Hopefully sooner than later.
Go BBRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRR
below. Blow waffle? Blue waffle? You got me. Fuck. All right, well played. What are your thoughts about our newer little offspring, the U.S. Space Force capabilities so far? Looking forward. The U.S. Space Force having a force that's job is to track, identify things that are exoatmospheric, as well as satellites. Not geodetic registration. Oh, brain no working. Hold on. Thank you, Jacob. Oh my God. It's important to have that in any kind of three-dimensional warfare because normally, I mean, every war or three-dimensional warfare kind of changes, right? So World War One, it was like canvas planes, and World War Two, we end up getting Messerschmitts. Hold on.
I wonder how many hours I can put in super chat. Go BRRRRR.
I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to stay up with this. But every war we have a new domain, and space was coming sooner or later. Now, I don't think that we're going to be like having space battles, at least in the near future. Maybe we can get some Marines up there to have some space herpes or something. I don't know. All right, let me see. Hold on. Trying to catch up. I was able to catch my first stream. Love the videos and the content. Keep it up. I love hearing about the strategic side of things. Thank you, North Peak.
I was able to catch my first stream. Love the videos and the content. Keep it up. I love learning about the strategic side of things.
You're very, very welcome. I like teaching in general. The janitor, thank you for creating Grandpa Buff. He's my favorite character. Hold on.
Well, you're welcome.
There you go. I got you there, janitor. I got your back. It's okay though. Don't feel bad. Like, don't ask me all the time, but don't feel bad about like maybe trying to prompt me to do a character, because I do it to One Punch Dad all the time. By the way, in case you guys didn't know, I've known One Punch Dad for like 12 years. We go way back. So every once in a while, I'll just be like, "What does Billy T. Friendly think about this?" And he snaps into the voice. I love it.
Thank you for creating Grandpa Buff. He is my favorite character.
Hold on. Sorry, I was reading something. I should read it out loud. Emperor John Kill 3D. Bro, we love your interpretation of the F-22. My buddy wanted to ask, would you ever do a spin-off series of shorts based around the life and battles of your F-22 Raptor and his craziness? Salute. I am always looking for spin-off ideas, because the news is good, but right now the news is really bad. The news is just really bad. Okay. But so like hold on.
Bro, we love your interpretation of the F-22, and my buddy wanted to ask, would you ever do a spin-off series of shorts based around the life and battles of your F-22 Raptor and his craziness? Salute.
I'm always considering spin-offs. Colonel Hubbard.
Bruh. That video earlier today was not prepared for that level of funny. Love it.
Hey man, I'm just trying to be here for y'all, I promise.
Funny thing, Greece, Bulgaria, East Roman Empire all here, and we all went dark when the Muslims ran us over. 500 years took for us to be free. Check it out. Also, US has Marines here stationed.
Are you in Bulgaria? We have Marines in Bulgaria? No shit. I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. Hey, Jesus Christ, Rob. You have to audition just once. Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me, Grandpa Buff. Sonny, would you intercept me? I'd intercept me.
I have to audition just once. Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me. Grandpa Buff. Sonny, you just don't wanna know.
I forgot I put that variation in there. I was like, we'll throw something crazy for anyone who does like a really big one. And I forgot that variation was in there. So hearing myself do that is a little strange sometimes. Wow. By the way, thank you though, Rob. Thank you though. The amount of super chats is the amount of Patriots Wrestler claims to have destroyed, except HLC has the receipts. Anyways, love your F-22, but also your F-16 character reminds me of Deadpool. I was trying to. It's hard. Deadpool is hard for me. It's a tough one.
Would love some good night stories from Grandpa Buff.
Let me see.
It was the Tet Offensive. Warzone D, Vietnam.
I don't know enough about that. I know we lost like 15 B-52s in a couple weeks at one point in time. That was a rough fight. Laney, I like that though. Say Firex, I think that's how you say it. 5. Thank you so much as well, my dude. Manager, thank you so much as well. I'm trying to say it. Make a Twitter so I can tag you in it. I don't mess with X. Like, I have a Twitter. I do. I just use it to follow like politicians and porn stars. I don't know enough about Twitter. Like, I've never learned Twitter. Like, that's yeah. And yes, I straight up said that. Roto HCF, what is up, my dude? Rather have a good night story from the F-22. Cue just muffled pillow sounds.
Listening at work, love your stuff. Also, have you been to Canada? And also, any idea what Castro Jr. should do to bluster our military?
I have been to Canada. I think I was in Ontario. I think it's the Windsor, Ontario Bridge.
The amount of super chats is the amount of patriots Russia claims to have destroyed, except HLC has the receipts. Anyways, love your F-22 but also your F-16 character, reminds me of Deadpool.
So, frag support, hold on, I got a Canadian story. Okay, so in 20 balls.
I'd rather have a good night story from the F-22.
Alex, no, it's okay, guys. I'm not saying like, goddamn it, like, you know,
Super
I don't
chat
want to be
Goody.
ungrateful. You made it Marine. My AI just became a Marine. Hold on. I got a student trying to get a hold of me. I'm stopping on frag support. Love today's video. You're very welcome, Rob. I appreciate it, man. I'm going to keep scrolling down in a second. I'm trying to answer frag. So, in 2011, I was on leave from Afghanistan. No, 2010.
What are your thoughts on the YF-23 Black Widow 2? And would you ever consider a video of it and the 22 going at it during the competition?
It's not a half bad idea.
Have you ever crop dusted a village before?
Okay, so in 2000... Oh my god!
What do you think of the Rapid Dragon system? What do you think of the current theory testing of the rods from God system?
I can't even keep up anymore.
Have you considered using an audio clip like a full broadside from a World War II destroyer so we can hear you a bit better?
Yeah,
Love
I might.
your work, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a shorter one.
Can you do a video with the C5 Galaxy or the X15?
Maybe I'll add in the C5. Okay, frag support. I've been trying to do this for a while.
The answer was a lot of R's and I'll stop.
You're fine. So 2010, around Thanksgiving, I have family up in Detroit. I went to go visit them in Detroit, and I was 20 years old. I was on leave from Afghanistan, right? And my cousin was like, you know, hey, you want a beer? And I was like, well, yeah, but I'm 20. You know, I can't have a beer. I was getting shot at in Afghanistan, and I came back, and I couldn't have a beer. And he goes, nah, bro, let's just go over to Canada. We'll go to the strip club, have a few beers, and come on back. And that is when I learned that Canada cares more about the American military, because the drinking age in Canada, I think, is still 18. I don't know if it is still, but I went.
Not interested in the frag story.
Rob, damn you. But yeah, I went and got pretty toasty, and I think it was Ontario, the Windsor, Ontario tunnel or whatever we went through. Yeah, that thing. Enjoy the content. I'm a military boarding school in Virginia. I'm probably going to military academy, which is a better option. Air Force or Marine Corps. I would say Air Force is a better option. They treat each other with like respect, and they're polite to one another. They use like their first names. Air Force is really good about preparing people to get out. Marine Corps is really good about making people proud of an Eagle, Globe, and Anchor. Nothing personal against the Marine Corps, but just like the Army, because we don't do it either, you need to be better at preparing your people for the outside. You can do better. For fuck's sake, you can swim in beer if you want. You're not wrong.
Enjoyed the content. I'm in a military boarding school in VA, and I'm probably going to a military academy. Which is a better option, Air Force or Marine Corps?
Can I do a video about, hold on, 6th generation? I did one. I briefly breezed over NGAD. I did. It was in one video. I can't remember which video it was, but I did that. Detroit, woo! We made it on the map. Yeah. World to Israel, Palestine for 5 minutes. Could you not be yourselves for 5 minutes? This is the thing. Americans, I have a lot of foreigners in here, at least a few foreigners in here. Americans, by and large, don't really understand how the rest of the world works. Americans are very, I guess, not, I mean, yeah, we're proud people, right? Like, we believe in ownership, but we think that, you know, everybody is going to do things the way we would. You got me to say blue waffle, man.
Detroit woo. We made the map.
Greetings from Dearborn, Michigan. Rob, you're in Michigan? Nice. Night, kids. Have to be up early to bury my uncle. 101st. Hey, Rob, best of luck to you, man. Thank you for being here. And as always, thank you for, your donos, dude. You don't have to do that. We could just shoot the shit. But yeah, Americans are very, very isolated. Somebody said isolated, and I read that. I was like, that's actually a great word. We just don't... Heaven Lady, what do you got? Where you at?
World to Israel and Palestine.
Oh, yes.
For 5 minutes. Could you not be yourselves for 5 minutes?
So, the things going on in Israel and Palestine, and what Americans don't understand, is that is deep seated over a long time. Jesus Christ, Georgie! We were in Afghanistan, right? Ukraine is nothing like it.
From Dearborn, Michigan. Right on the left heel of Detroit. Night, kids. I have to be up early to bury my uncle. 101st.
Georgie, I tell you what, man, I don't know. Like, I know Ukraine needs people, and I know Ukraine needs weapons. You're right. It's absolutely nothing. It's nothing like Afghanistan. Absolutely not. Neither side has air superiority. Neither side has freaking air supremacy. Neither side, like, it's a knockdown, drag out battle. And it's a fight unlike anything I've ever experienced. Like, I was in Afghanistan. Yes, I got shot at. Yes, like that's a real thing. But compared to what these guys are going through in Ukraine, not even close.
Would you intercept me?
It's so hard to take this
I'd
serious.
intercept me.
You were in Afghanistan, right?
Yeah, mileage out of Afghanistan is where I was.
I have 200 guys, they're close UA friends. It is really like World War One. One dude survived, now he is in Kiev. 3rd wound from shrapnel. I want to go there, but I am close to 40 and not sure if I can help.
That's a choice you have to make yourself, Georgie. Honestly, it's nothing against it. If you think you can go, this is the thing. They can use anybody. Doesn't matter what age. You can move logistics. You can provide fuel. There's always something you can do. If you feel like it's something in your heart, I encourage everybody to chase their goals, right? I would never in a million years tell someone not to chase their goals. Wait, I got like back-to-back Georgie ones. Is there? No. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll through all these and stay with them. Freedom over anything else. I think fighting age in Ukraine right now is like 18 to 60. It pretty much is. Like, it's is the thing, right? I know my place in the world. I know. I'm very willing and understanding of my place in the world, right? Can I beat my chest against people who were in Operation, it wasn't Iraqi Freedom, it was after Iraqi Freedom, Inherent Resolve, right? Operation Inherent Resolve, ain't nobody getting fucking hurt. No one was getting shot at. Like, shit was stable. Inherent Resolve was fucking nothing, right? Afghanistan was popping when Inherent Resolve was going on. Like, it changed from Iraqi Freedom to Inherent Resolve while I was in Afghanistan. So, like, I was on a plane back for R&R with somebody, and he's like, oh, I'm part of Inherent Resolve. And I was like, we fucking invade another country? What the fuck is Inherent Resolve? Like, it happened while I was in country. So, anyways, and so I know my place. I can beat my chest against those guys. Other dudes who were in RC South, I can beat my chest against. The guys who were in RC East, who were getting shot at every single day, I know my place. I'll shut my damn mouth. Like, nope. You guys got this. The dudes who were in the Battle of Fallujah, nope, I know my place. You got this. Like, I'll just shut straight the fuck up. I know that. And that same goes for what's going on in Ukraine right now. I will just like, nope, fucking, I'm going to shut my mouth. Hold on, Super Number Waffles, what are you eating? Blue waffles. Hold on. Can I get this much interest in my nonprofit GoFundMe, the Valor Project, housing homeless veterans and community to help them get back on their feet? America's Got Hard. Do me a solid. In all of my bios, I have a business email. Send me the information on that. I can't guarantee I'll help you, but let me get some information, okay? And we'll see what we can do. Roto HCF says, sorry, I'm on my high horse. I was in UA in August. I'm going back again. Right now, I can't keep up with sending basic hand warmers. The demand is I can never meet it. If you can go, go. All help helps. Yeah, that's the best way to put it there, Roto. Nailed it. Nail on the head. And also, good luck and Godspeed, my friend. My partner thinks I'm here watching war porn again because of that AC-130 clip. Now she thinks I've got weird fantasies. I think she's on to me, mate. there's certain words that stick out when someone
My
says
partner
mate. I
thinks
automatically.
I'm in here watching war porn again cause of that AC 130 clip. Now she thinks I've got weird fantasies. I think she's on to me, mate.
Hold on.
Sorry, I'm on my high horse. I was in UA in August. I am going back again. Right now I can't keep up with sending basic hand warmers there. The demand is, I can never meet it. If you can go, go. All help helps.
Country Flyboy, evening. Any advice for someone looking to join the Navy or Air Force as a pilot? Also gotta love how everything goes bad as soon as I think of joining. I will tell you this, Country Flyboy, and hold on. Let it play. Let it play.
Evening. Any advice for someone looking to join the Navy or Air Force, pilot? Also, gotta love how everything goes bad as soon as I think of joining.
So, Country, what I will tell you is you want to be a pilot. So does everybody who joins. Respectfully. I'm not trying to talk shit, right? Almost everybody, they either want to be infantry or a pilot. Everyone who wants to join the military. That being said, that means it is very, very hard to get that job. So you had better be smart, fit, and able-bodied, meaning like you don't wear glasses, you don't wear contacts, your hearing is perfect. Like you had better be able to do the job because it is very, very difficult.
In my opinion, I blame Hitler, British and French colonialism for the current Levant conflict.
I think the best thing to blame for any of these conflicts is hubris. Like, Russians don't hate Ukrainians, and Ukrainians don't hate Russians. Like, they hate the invading ones, but like, fuck it, you're our neighbor, right? Like, just like me as an American, right? I don't hate Mexicans. I got no beef with them. They're our next door neighbor. Cool. Hey, by the way, they gave us God's gift to food, which is the tortilla. Fuck you. A tortilla literally makes everything better. And you're like, oh, let me think of some weird shit. Tortilla and ice cream? I'd fucking eat it. Tortilla and pizza? I'd wrap a pizza in tortilla. It's like the God's gift to everything that is food, okay? So fight me. But anyways, but if we went to war with them, I would have to do my job against them, right? So it's hubris. I think is the real blamer there, right? These divisions go back thousands of years in the Holy Land. Yeah, that's when you look. Far be it for me to disrespect, and I would never disrespect anybody's religious text. I would never, I don't want to disrespect anyone's religious text. But basing your hatred off of somebody else, or of somebody else, off of a 2,000-year-old script, I have some moral dilemmas with that, right? Like morally, that just doesn't sit right with me. It just doesn't, like, I'm not a fan of that thought process. That, like, this book that was written thousands of years before I was born says that I must hate you, and I don't like that. But also, if you read some of those books and they're actually translated correctly, most of those books are not about hating one another. They're not. They're like, hey, you'll accept everybody. Like, Islam is one of the largest religions in the world, and less than fucking like 15% have any kind of animosity towards anybody because they don't understand the Quran. If you read the Quran, it's like about being accepting.
These
I will
divisions
with
go
gusto.
back thousands of years in the Holy Land.
Thank you. I've tried to explain that for years. Amanda Schenk, yeah. So honestly, I try and understand things before I speak about them, right? I have not read all the books of the Bible. I haven't. I have not read all the books of the Quran. Well, I only know of one, which is the Quran. I don't know how many books there are. That's fair. I'm ignorant on that. I will admit that. I have read part of a Torah, like a chapter.
What is the stupidest thing you have seen while in the military?
Stupidest thing I've seen while in the military? Let me see. What was that? Well, right now I have a bunch of senior leaders in the Army that are trying to beat each other for that title. Look, I'm going to be completely transparent. Like, I love my job. I love what I do. But there are some people up at the top who just should not be in charge. They've lost touch with reality. They've lost touch with how to lead effectively. They don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to address people. And they got their head in the clouds. So the stupidest thing I've seen, I saw, and he's retired now. I can go ahead and say this. I saw a 2-star general blame a soldier who got a DUI and crashed into the gate of post, killing his passenger, killing his best friend. He blamed it on us not doing enough PT. It's probably the stupidest thing I've ever seen. You're the silliest thing you've seen. My wife was talking about me, my last article 15, when I ran naked across a training area, made a joke about a flash flood, and it almost ended my career. That's what she's getting at. He goes, I have no idea. Ukrainians detest Russians after 2013. Hey, if I don't know, Georgie. Look, man. Imagine European Texas by 10. Check Holodomor. Literally, Russia tried to kill off the... I did not know that, honestly, Georgie. Hey, you would know better than me, dude. Respect. I got no beef with it. I stand corrected. I will eat that humble pie right in front of God and everybody.
You think the B-52s with hypersonic missiles will be sent to Iran? You guys have no idea. Ukrainians detest Russians after 2013, especially imagine European Texas by 10. Check Holodomor. Literally Rue tried to K off the UA people.
Cover fire? God, I hope so. The content I could get from B-52s yeeting fucking hypersonic missiles. Just, wasn't trying to put down any religion either, but a lot of passages are handpicked, ignoring others by people with ulterior motives. Absolutely. Education and religion go hand in hand. I experienced that firsthand when I was, fun fact, when I was in Afghanistan. Go ahead. Let Alex get through it.
I wasn't trying to put down any religion either, but a lot of passages are hand-picked, ignoring others by people with ulterior motives.
Desk Clan, what's up, dude? Yeah, absolutely. So when I was in Afghanistan, people who read the Quran there were usually the religious leader for that area, and they would recite it in any way they felt like to people who couldn't read it because they weren't educated, right? And then you start seeing just like real closed-minded perspectives on things. Like I saw a rickshaw that had a swastika on the freaking what were they? The mud flaps had swastikas on the mud flaps, and I was like, you guys know what that is, right? Like that's like Nazi. That's like Hitler, right? And that's thinking they would maybe debunk it, like, no, that's a good luck charm, because it was a swastika facing the other way was a Tibetan good luck charm before it was a Nazi symbol. And they were very adamant, like, no, Hitler good, he killed Jews. And I was like, what? Like, it was the weirdest, like, Twilight Zone thing that I had ever seen. And that was the imbalance between religion and education, because they didn't fully understand that they were also on the menu because they were not Aryan, according to, that belief back in the 1930s and 40s. So it was strange. Sorry, I'm trying to stay with all this. Love your videos. Thank you, John. I'm trying to, we don't need hypersonics. We need JASM and LRASM. I don't know what the LRASM is, but JASM will do the trick. Hey, HLC was the main job of the A-10 Warthog. I've heard about its use in the Middle East. Just to flatten things. Is there any planned replacement upgrade? So they made a super A-10. Somebody made a super A-10. I don't even know what's all super about it. The U.S. government has been trying to retire the A-10. The A-10 it's a good aircraft. It is a good aircraft. If you have fire superiority, it can be a really good aircraft. If you have air supremacy, it's a pretty damn good aircraft. The problem is like the big drawback of the A-10 is not that we have more firepower nowadays, that we have more missiles. No. The drawback of the A-10 is its targeting system is shit. So when you have friendlies danger close with an A-10, it can get real dangerous for them real fucking quick. Like there was a lot of blue on blue incidents in Afghanistan with American A-10s and British forces or French forces or Canadian forces or American forces. So if they can figure out the whole targeting system of that A-10 and make her a little bit more stable, I think they got a great plane. I think it's a wonderful plane. But that's the big drawback. As a devout Christian, the amount of Christians that don't seem to understand that Jesus wanted everyone to love each other, love your enemy. Absolutely, Kane. I mean, I've read that. I can't debunk it. I am not a scholar of religious texts, but I have read that as well. Yes. Titan says, bro, I got into a group of people who actually said that Hitler and all of them were in the right path, and shit blew my mind because I guess the world is full of different people. It's so weird when you meet somebody that has just like, has anyone ever ran into someone who has an opinion that is so fucking wrong? You just like, it derails your train of thought. It fucks you up because you're just like, there's nothing to like. That's the way I get with flat earthers. Look, my sensors see the curvature of the earth.
The Marines should just get the A-10.
I don't know if that's a safe thing to do with Marines.
As a devout Christian, the amount of Christians that don't seem to understand that Jesus just wanted everyone to love each other, love your enemy.
Wow, Alex Witter. Very much the way medieval priests worked, they could read Latin and the people could not. The priests could say whatever they wanted and the people would not know any better. Part of the Protestant Revolution was that the Bible translated, the Vatican lost its mind. I like that kind of, like, the history, just history in general, right? So you're taking religion, which is something I don't know very much about, and you're just like slamming it into history. And I know there's been billions, maybe even trillions of people throughout history who have been killed for religious reasons. And I get that. I totally understand that. But I didn't know about that revolution, or I had never drawn that line to the Vatican or Latin back then. I never even did that. C-130 character eating Rapid Dragon when? When I finalize the character, once I get the character, like, I don't know, like, I want to use the C-130, but I want the C-130 deserves better, if that makes sense to you guys, right? Like, so I want their character to be iconic. Like, I have a couple of characters that are very iconic and people love, right? People love the F-22 because of his fucking the way he is. People love the buff because of the way he is. The F-15 is a good support character. The the Sky Warden is a good comedic relief.
C-130 character yeeting Rapid Dragon when?
Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me.
Very much the way medieval
It even gets me,
were.
I'm sorry.
They could read Latin and the people could not. So the priests could say whatever they wanted and the people would not know any better. Part of Protestant Revolution was to get the Bible translated. The Vatican lost its mind.
I don't know why it takes so long for those to go through there. So the C-130 deserves better. So when I have an idea for a character, I haven't really felt it out. I haven't really tried to talk through it. But I have an idea for the C-130. And I just want to, I want it to be good, right? Like, I want it to be, so like the Cheech and Chong aircraft carriers was kind of funny. Some people liked it, some people didn't. So I may go back to the drawing board there. Some people didn't really like my like back eastern freaking Virginia class submarine. So like I like to have these characters be very niche, and everybody wants their character to be a crackhead, right? Like everyone wants that. But if I made all of them crackheads, then none of them are crackheads. Like that's the way that I look at it. So I don't think the C-130 should be a crackhead, right? I don't think that should be a thing. I just have to figure out how to get that where I want,
AC-130 should be Texas AF.
Should be Texas AF. I've considered it. There's a couple of characters bouncing around in my brain. I don't want to say it because I don't want to get somebody's hopes up in here. And then if I go with a different character, but I have considered various Texan things. C-130 Rapid Dragon results of Taco Bell trip, bro. Earlier today, my wife and I were at Walgreens, and they had these fire logs. They're called literally fire logs. You just toss them in, you can light them with a match, and they burn like super hot, and you can light your whole fireplace. Cool, whatever. And I pointed at him. I was like, that's what happens after Taco Bell.
C-130 and Rapid Dragon equals results of Taco Bell trip.
Heard, understood. No, sorry. Flight medic, flight medic, dunk. Wow. It's been a long week, guys. It's been a long week. John Wick C-130. But how would I voice that character? Like, it's Can I please say, oh no, Step 22, don't impede my airspace? In whose voice? Now I'm curious. Emanator. I'm going to watch out for Emanator now. Sorry to contribute to Super Chat Flood. Last one for me, but may I ask for a live impression of the Chad Skywarden?
John Wick, C130.
Hold on. Just let it...
Going to Ada Bulk in January, any general advice for a guy starting a career in air defense?
Hold on. Where was that at? ADA Bolik in January? Yes, absolutely. I got advice for you. Then I'll do the impression. ADA Bolik. You know nothing. Respectfully, sir. Listen to your NCOs. The ones who will show you the right things to do will make themselves known. And the idiots. Hold on.
I'd love one of the aircraft to be Curtis LeMay and Sak-Era cigar smoking, unhinged nuclear first strike or Dr. Strangelove.
Hold on. We'll finish. Trying to get a hold of this.
AC-130 should be a loving mama character that will do anything to protect her babies. Sorry to contribute to the super chat flood, last one from me. But may I ask for a live impression of the Chat Skywarden? XD.
Y'all ever crop... Hold on. Y'all ever crop this a whole village? It was kind of bad. Hold on, let me see. Y'all ever done crop dust a whole village? I still feel like that's not right, but that's what you're going to get. I'm sorry. ADA Bullock, anyways. You don't know shit, respectfully. The NCOs who are going to make themselves shine and really nurture and train you are going to make themselves known. And I'll tell you right after this.
Hey. UK here, long time viewer, first time in a stream. UK character idea. Type 45 Destroyer. It's what we use instead of Patriot. Have a good night.
I don't mind it. I gotta get a Welsh accent, man. I really gotta get a Welsh accent. But anyways, and the ones who are absolute fucking idiots are also gonna make themselves known. The follow-on to that is when you get to your organization, you're gonna find those hard chargers and you're gonna find those fucking mongoloids. The smooth brains, okay? Your initial want is gonna want to give all your missions to that rock star. Because you don't want to fail. Hold on.
Do a spy satellite character with wire issues.
Never thought of a spy satellite character. But anyways, your initial thought is going to be you want to give all your missions to your rock star because you don't want any balls dropped. You have to figure out very, very quickly what is a rubber ball and what is a glass ball. Some balls can drop, some balls cannot drop. Take the ones that cannot drop, the no-fail missions, your Sharp, your EO, things like that. Give them to that rock star. Don't burn him out. Hold on.
I'd vote Curtis LeMay as well as
Okay. Oh my god.
AC-130's gotta be Chuck Norris with a roundhouse of 20mm waiting.
Maybe. So, give the rubber balls to your glass balls to the rock star, and then all those dirtbags who normally get off scot-free, don't have any additional duties, start handing them responsibility. They're either going to A, become successful, or B, they're going to crumble. Then you, sir, can demote their ass and promote somebody who else can take their position. Sorry, we are in a position of doing jobs. Hold on.
My head cannon has an AC-130 as Sylvester Stallone from The Expendables.
Hey, this is great. You're doing fine. I can't even do a good Sylvester Stallone. But anyways, the best thing you can do for the Army is to not burn out your rock stars and fucking ruin the lives of your dirtbags. That's the best thing you can possibly do. Because right now we talk about talent management. I teach talent management, and I realize that I have been burned out for years because I don't drop the ball on things. I'm very, very good at my job. Meanwhile, people in my same rank, same position are doing half of the work of me, and they're getting to go home and see their family, and there's no stress off of them. When instead, I could give them half of my jobs handle the important ones.
How do you have an educated discussion with a smooth Brian about common sense issues like Hamas?
Very carefully. That's what I would recommend. But anyways, give some of my failable missions to those losers. That way you get quantifiable data to give them a referred or frickin' relief for cause NCOER and ruin their career. Sorry. You shouldn't have been promoted this far. I like people think that you're ruining my career. You did it to yourself, homie. I'm just here doing a job. If you pulled your own weight and did exactly what you were supposed to do, you wouldn't be in this position. Like I have no sympathy. I don't get emotional about like ruining someone's career anymore. It doesn't even bother me.
The burr may be loud, but I haven't laughed this hard in weeks. Cheers.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, dude. Like, I'm glad you guys all like it. When I do the little spin-offs and I just do some like weird character development, it's because, I mean, hell, there's a fucking active shooter on the loose in Maine. Iran has taken responsibility for injuring Americans. Like, there's only so many jokes about posturing that I can make. And right now, I know all the details of the punches that are being thrown. I'm just going to remind everyone the world is a very scary place right now. Like, that's the best I can do for you. So I'm glad that I can at least get you guys that break from reality and help you smile. Normally I go for 2 hours, but guys, I have been up at 4:30 in the morning every day this week. I have worked through lunch almost every single day this week. I spent last night in a tattoo chair for 5 hours getting a tattoo in a location that the tattoo artist straight up said, she's like, yeah, I probably wouldn't have been able to handle that for 5 hours. That was pretty impressive. Like, eventually, it's the only time in my life I've ever grabbed a tattoo artist's hand and said, that's enough. I just can't do anymore. My legs were cramping. I couldn't breathe anymore. Like, I'm not going to tell you where it is. I'm not going to show you where it is, but for a specific reason. But yeah, give your THAAD operators a Snickers for a job well done. Metal Gamer, where you at? Never mind. Let's leave it alone. No. We're going to... Michael Frey, I'm not sure how long the P.O. Box is going to be closed. We're ironing out some details right now. It is not a tramp stamp. What model is Eustace? I'm torn because I'm torn between two aircraft, a B-17 and a KC-135. Both things that Buff probably has ties to. The B-17 is, of course, before him. And the KC-135 is Buff loves his gasoline. So, I don't know. I'm torn. It's the Gooch, ain't it? No, it's not the Gooch. Thank you, HLC. Please take care of yourself. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and on that one, guys, I'm gonna have to call it. I'm just burned out. I am exhausted. I am tired. Got to go KC-135. Do the Terminator for AC-130. Old Vietnam buddies. All right, guys. So, as always, do not commit to 22 a day. Every single one of you are amazing, and I will see you guys right here next time. Later.